Ladies and gentlemen, Six Fig Stock Trader here on YouTube. We're talking CKB today, and it's pumping. So welcome back to the channel, everyone. I hope you're having a great weekend wherever you are at in the world. The last time I left off with everyone, we were kind of discussing the fact that we had an ascending triangle on our hands, and now we can see CKB doing its thing. We've breached that triangle, and if you missed the last few videos, I was kind of referencing this setup here, this ascending triangle to this ascending triangle that appeared back in February, and how we got listed on the Voyager exchange, and you can see this huge spike in price that did happen, similar to what happened when CKB got listed on a Japanese and Australian and New Zealand exchange. So with that said, that prompted a little price takeoff. Now, we are not seeing any crazy upward action yet, but we are fighting with this 200 moving average. And I do think that if we get rejected here, we may see something like a cup and handle form, and it might be off to the races after that. And a cup and handle basically is somewhat of a shorter ascending triangle as well. So with that said, CKB is on the move, especially if we can get past this 200 moving average on the daily chart. So I'm not sure what happened to my indicators down here. Who cares? But I've had a lot of people asking me in the comments section what I think CKB could realistically get to. And so let's take this into account. So we can kind of see that CKB is somewhat fighting right around this 23.6 line. But if we do in fact come up for a retest of this 445-ish cents level, which would be awesome, and let's just say this happens, and we get a little pullback and form some sort of solid pattern showing that the support is there. It's time to move up to the next level. Obviously, the 5-cent mark is going to be a huge psychological mark for everyone, I do think. If we can pass that, I would say that CKB would probably fall somewhere in the neighborhood of this 161.8 level or this 200% level. I think we might even see it wick for that 10-cent level possibly on the daily chart. But I would say comfortably in between, 0.067 to 0.081 where we might realistically expect CKB to go. Should we find support around this 100% level. And this is all contingent on Bitcoin and the way it moves the market. So this isn't trading advice or anything like that. This is just kind of me answering a question very speculatively, very unsure about any price for that matter going forward. But we can just tell through basic Fibonacci that these might be some levels to look out for. So with that said, let's just kind of check in on CKB and see where it is falling within these channels here. We are so close to breaking out of this little downtrend that we are in. It's not even funny. And so we can definitely see that CKB did move up into this next Fibonacci channel here, but now we kind of have this little symmetrical triangle that could possibly form with this 200 moving average kind of moving just like this. It would make sense to see CKB possibly bounce through here, and right around September 15th to the 16th, make sure I got my lines drawn up nice. Yeah, it looks like it. Sometime in this time frame, within the next 10 days, we should know for sure at the latest if CKB is going to move back up into this channel, which would be huge. If we reject here, we basically have till about November 7th to get CKB back into this channel. So with that said, if CKB rejects, there's a long way to fall for CKB. And I don't even want to speculate on that. We're just going to say a penny would be probably realistic at this time. But I wouldn't be surprised to see CKB kind of trade either straight up and out of this channel, this downward channel. It'd be nice to just see it, get it over with, break that 200 moving average, or it wouldn't surprise me just to kind of ping pong around in this level here. So I'd say if you see CKB trading any lower than 0.016 to 0.0163 over the next week, we could be falling back into this lower channel, and obviously I'll be putting out videos, so wouldn't surprise me to see a mega symmetrical triangle bull flag form at this point. We've got the pull. It'd be nice to really crank the heat up on CKB and really retest those 4.5 cent levels. Let's take a look at Bitcoin quick, folks, because this is very important that you see Bitcoin. Let me just check this here quick too. Okay, so I've been robbing the hood in the stock market here, and I'm thinking we might see Robinhood break one way or another. That's for a whole nother discussion. Bitcoin, we'll go on a 4-hour chart for Bitcoin right now. Bitcoin right now is in a very precarious place, especially if we go to the daily chart. We can see Bitcoin is really tugging at this 50 moving average for a golden cross. And this would be so epic to see right now, to have Bitcoin form this golden cross. And we can definitely see that in the grand scheme of things, we might be seeing some serious Elliott wave theory or impulse wave on a grand scale to the upside. That is very exciting to me. This could really amplify the alt market, things like that. But my worry is that if this 50 comes up and crosses this 200 and price action just kind of tanks like that, well, we're in for a death cross. And that is usually a death sentence. As far as the daily goes, it's not good. We can see the death cross right here, and it was over. Death cross right here, and it was over. So that's the one thing that kind of concerns me about Bitcoin. Let's look at it on the weekly chart. And we got good old Bitcoin, looking okay. It's just okay on the weekly chart. We can see this wick that has formed on the bottom. So the bears are starting to tug a little tiny bit harder than they were the week before. Obviously, there really hasn't been any accomplishments from the bears the last 5 weeks, which is great to see because they've been winning since April 12th for the most part. But with that said, that's kind of a wrap up on Bitcoin and CKB, folks. I hope you guys did enjoy today's video. We just have to wait and see with CKB to see what it does. Hope you guys have a great weekend, and thanks to all the Patreons. I truly do love you all, and if you're interested in becoming a Patreon, it's $3 a month. You can see me turtle trade away. In addition, you can get your name, YouTube channel name. You can get your business name up on this banner. So we'll see you guys tomorrow.